Coach, kids gave you a lift in the late third quarter, fourth quarter. Talk about the way they players play.
Yeah, it's a long game. Those guys played physical, they played tough. They all can play, and they really worked hard to be ready to practice and play in an exhibition game. I think they saw a little bit about how hard it is tonight, and at the same time, I thought they did a lot of good things.
Brad, defensively, your regulars struggled a bit there.
Yeah.
What did you see there as their biggest problems?
Well, first of all, if you don't protect the paint first and foremost, you're in trouble. So we need to do a better job protecting the paint. We need to be able to balance that with better ball pressure. And, you could go through every defensive box that you could make. So transition defense, rebounding, pick and roll defense, down screens. You can go through them all, and we have to improve on all of them. And that was clear tonight, and it's been clear before tonight. So. We got to find that lineup has to be better defensively than it was, and we think it will be. I mean, one thing about that, especially that group that started the game in both halves, they weren't as good at the start of the second. They were good at the start of the first. They were really good defensively for the most part last year. Those wings all together. So as we get Kemba more used to the way they were trying to guard, he's got great effort, great mindset about it. And Rob's just got to get more comfortable out there. I thought Rob was probably so antsy and raring to go. He was at the 10-minute mark. He was out of breath. So, he got a lot of room to improve. But I believe in those guys' ability to guard to do it.
Hey, Coach, just kind of piggybacking off what you were talking about, those young guys. Carson Edwards specifically, just his ability to make shots. We saw it in Summer League, but to see it against a better caliber of talent as far as NBA players are concerned, how does that resonate with you as far as what you may be able to get out of him going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we keep track of all of our scrimmages and the shooting percentages and shots we're taking and everything else, and he's been making shots for the last 5 days. So I think he's been making shots forever. And I talked about at Purdue, he had to take a few harder ones. Because they didn't have the same level of talent around him like we do, and that's part of the transition in the NBA. You do have a few more open ones. He just has to continue to make the right ones, and also, defend the way he defended. I thought his ball pressure was really good too. Got some loose balls, stuck his nose in there. He was good tonight.
And just Gordon Hayward favored his left elbow. I think he put some ice on. What's the latest on him?
He said he got hit in the first half, and then they didn't say anything about it at halftime after he went out. So he'll get checked out. He'll be checked out right now, and then tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't seem like anything big. I think they thought it was a bruised elbow at first, but I'm sure we'll go through everything and check it out.
Coach, Jayson Tatum emphasized on media day his shot selection. It seemed like tonight it was. Would you say it was where you would want it to be?
Without looking at stat sheets and everything else, I think he did a really good job. I thought he attacked when it was appropriate to attack. I thought he shot the three without hesitance, which is really important. He is, the three will open up his drives and open up his opportunity to the lane and open up the opportunity to the foul line. And I think that's the one thing I told him even today when we met. You got to throw all the narratives out about are you getting to the foul line or are you shooting the three? Just make the right play, right? Because if you do that, everything else takes care of itself. When you're open shooting, when you're not driving, and he has the talent to take advantage of it.
Coach, observations about the coach's challenge.
It was a lot of fun at the end of the game, both ways. Nobody wanted to go home 20 minutes ago. And, it was interesting because I challenged, my challenge, I was looking at something else, not the charge. I was looking at the arm pull before the charge. I didn't know if that was going to be part of the play. So this is all learning experience for all of us. It is an interesting angle to the game. I probably could have used one early on in the fourth when the ball went out of bounds. We thought about using one, but it's going to be interesting as we continue to go on. The loss of the timeout makes it really tough. Like when Charlotte used theirs, and I thought they should have too, because we thought it was close. When they use theirs, and you don't have the ability to review video, then with 20 some odd seconds, or 41 seconds left, if they lose that, they don't have time out the rest of the game. So with 2.9 seconds left, they can't advance the ball. That's a huge, thing. So it's going to be hard to use them, is the way I think about it. I think it's going to be really a unique situation where you feel like using one.
Coach, what was the explanation when you asked about that?
Just we were in the charge circle. So I don't know what they can look at it and decide if it was part of the play.
Okay.
So I'm sure they made the right call. I haven't seen it.
I'll be the one to ask you about Tacko. What was that experience like?
I mean, I just talked to Tacko about it, and Tacko's such a gracious guy. Like, puts him in a kind of a tough spot, right? When everybody's chanting his name, and he's, he knows he doesn't want to put extra heat on me, and I kind of gave the crowd one of these when we started, and everybody wants Tacko, and my kids are the same way, and everybody else. But I think that's cool. I think it's great. I just hope people continue to appreciate him for what he is as a person and how hard he's working to try to make the NBA, because he's a really good kid, and he's really, really working hard. I think he's going to be in the NBA for a long time.
Just one last question. Javonte Green, we saw what he was able to do for you guys at Summer League, and he's just, tonight, pretty much a lot of the same stuff. How does a guy that seems to, almost every time he steps on the floor, impact the game offensively with his scoring? Just kind of be out there for as long as he has.
Well, he plays with great energy. He plays with great competitiveness. If he was a little bit more athletic, maybe he'd be pretty good. What he did coming off the bench with 10 minutes to go, when he jumped up straight up and just dunked it with one hand right under the rim, is like ridiculously athletic. But he also plays really hard. He deserves, he's a competitor. Thanks.